My name is Dan Olson. I'm the Deputy Finance Director here for the town of Queen Creek. We're here today to talk about Proposition 464, which is a permanent base adjustment. So under Arizona law, all cities and towns are limited in their spending every year. It's called an expenditure limit. And the state has a formula that they use to calculate that limit every year. Currently, the town's limit is $63.5 million. And the town would have to operate under that limit. Our budget right now is $487 million. And they also give towns and cities the option to override that limit through a permanent base adjustment or a home rule. And so the town of Queen Creek has used the home rule option for many years since it was incorporated in 1989. But this year, the town council is asking the voters to consider the permanent base adjustment, which would be a one-time vote to increase the spending limit for the town of Queen Creek above the state-imposed limit. The town is operated under a home rule option, which means voters every 4 years have had to go to the ballot and approve the home rule option for Queen Creek. So a permanent base adjustment removes the requirement to have an election every 4 years. So that would save the cost and expense of an election. It would remove the uncertainty that comes along with elections. Our town council felt that this was an appropriate time to ask the voters to go with the permanent base adjustment rather than continue the 4-year cycle of home rule. Permanent base adjustment is not a tax increase. It's not a tax decrease. It's not about revenues. The permanent base adjustment is about spending and expenditures. The town always has a balanced budget and it can only spend the revenue that it collects. So a permanent base adjustment does not affect those revenues at all. It's simply a question about how much the town of Queen Creek can spend in any given year. A yes vote means that you're supporting or you are voting for the permanent base adjustment. And that means the town council can continue to set the budget at the level that's appropriate for the town. A no vote means you're voting against Proposition 464, which means the town would have to operate under the state-imposed expenditure limit